Buddy Nerdigans. This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans. I get today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for RuriDragon chapter 44. But before I get into this recap and live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, and we ain't sponsored by Shueisha, and we ain't sponsored by Manga Plus, and we ain't sponsored by Viz. Considering how much we promote Manga Plus on this channel, it's kind of surprising, right? But if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable little puppet kitty who's somewhere around here, hopefully being good kitty, and this operation, well, again, literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one. Feel free to hit up our Cash App, PayPal, and Coffee. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon where we are doing our anime live reaction content, because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that, so we can have our full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botched localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Digimon Beat Break. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you're a $10 Patreon member, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there is a stacked winter anime season in full swing, in which today we're covering Hell's Paradise Jigakaraku. We also cover Soso no Frieren, Jujutsu Kaisen, Mausei no Slave, Oshinoko, Fire Force, Tune Into the Midnight Heart, Vigilante, Boku no Hero Academia, Legals, Dead Account, Medalist, and Digimon, and there's even more on the way, including RuriDragon. So please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So, well, last chapter, Ruri's activation has begun. Well, in Biz's localization, they're calling it spurts. It drives me nuts. Just call it puberty! Or something! Like, something else but spurts. It just sounds fucking stupid if you ask me. But anyways, let's get into this chapter, see what's in store for us today. Slowly but surely, the dragon inside begins to emerge with force. And this chapter is titled Gradation. Let's see. They're not good with injections, and frankly, neither am I. I am extremely needle phobic. Like, I've gotten panic attacks when getting like shots or getting my blood drawn. Oh my god, I am extremely needle phobic. Like, I have to look away sometimes when I cover manga that involves like needles, like with involving injections, like right now. Like, oh my god, oh my god. Relax your arms, sweetie. It still seems like human skin to me. Sure you're a dragon? She's the spitting image of her mother. They've got the same mouth. Well, that's the point of discussion? Well, there's plenty we still can't explain about genetics. You spent 15 years appearing as human as anyone, then it started manifesting all at once. As for the question of how you were born, we haven't even moved beyond vague hypothesis. Would you like the results of today's round of tests? Oh, thanks. We don't even know how to interpret them. Roger that. I doubt there will be anything alarming to report. Your spurt seems to be proceeding as we expect. So let's just stay the course. Okay, so thank God for, I know it's crazy to say thank God for like ChatGPT for something, but like sometimes I'll use it for translating panels just to see what we get, and sometimes it comes out with really good results. Like Dan and Ant's the best example for it. So out of curiosity, I put the this panel in there, and I also translated the Spanish version just to see what the difference is, and it's very interesting to see what we got. So in the raw, what it says here, I think there aren't any particular problems. It says it's within expectations. It's following the activity. It's fine to proceed as scheduled. It says it's. It says nothing about activation. It says nothing about spurts. It just says it's. So I thought that was very weird. And then in the Spanish version, it says I don't see anything out of the ordinary. Your activation is within the expected parameters. So it's just like, wait, what? What? Anything else unusual you'd like to report? I do have a question. Have you ever met a dragon? Personally, no, I haven't, but a colleague of mine was involved with your birth. And then I was assigned to you and Umi because I went to college with her. No kidding? That was the extent of our connection, anyhow. That's why I'm glad to keep seeing you two. Wait here a bit until we've got those results, okay? Well, all done. Well, that was quick. I learned some of your lore back there. You got the scoop, huh? I didn't know you two went way back like that. I loved his chilled out vibe. Oh my god. It's interesting. In the Spanish version, it says, and I use the Spanish version a lot because it's like that one's usually the closest to being the most accurate to the Japanese raw. It says here, like, that carefree attitude suits him, doesn't it? It's like when I say I love his chilled out vibe, I'm like, what? I'm very curious what it says in the raw. Yeah, I'm kind of leaning more toward, it says here, this is why the AI is not like the most reliable thing all the time. Again, this is why you always have backups. It says that relaxed feeling is nice, isn't it? It's like, what? Anyways, he reminds me of Takamoto Sensei. You're not wrong. It wasn't easy for me when you were born. He really was there for me in many ways postpartum when I was wondering how the whole thing would affect my body. I'm so grateful that you were born and that you've grown up healthy. Not to pat myself on the back or anything. I want to thank you for being born. I'm glad to have you in my life, Ruri. You're welcome. Nuh-uh, your line is thanks for having me. It seems obvious now that a bunch of people have been involved in my life. Call joined. Alright, here we go. Test, can you hear me? Sweet, we're all linked up. You're loud and clear. Oh, this is cute. Yikes, this is kind of embarrassing, but also fresh and exciting. The gang's all here. Sorry, my connection might be crappy. Nah, we hear you just fine. Now that it's exam season, we might as well have remote study sessions. Yeesh, we're witnessing your final form, huh? Oh my god. Yeah, I kind of think this is wrong. It says, we're witnessing your final form, huh, here, in the viz. And what it says in the raw, translated by the AI, it says, yeah, this guy came with the full set. Where are they getting this final form shit? What? In the Spanish version, it says, again, this is why I use the Spanish version too to look at it, you know, to compare. It says here, this came with the whole package. Or the entire package. It's like, dude, come on. Why? Why do you do this? Fuck, Viz, why? Just, why do you fucking do this, man? Oh my god, so cringy. Jesus Christ. You know you could have just poked me online for my screen name. Okay, but you're at school anyway. And isn't it better that we got to see you one last time? Huh? Are we saying goodbye to Yoki forever? That might have been the last time we'll see her in person this school term. Not even holding on to hope, huh? How are you feeling? Any more extreme outbursts? Nope, everything's kind of calmed down. Yeah, no, it hasn't. They say this, oh god, I fucking hate this spurt shit. Oh god. Okay, so I remember when I looked at the French version for this, and you guys hopefully will remember this too, that in the, and there was a difference. In the Spanish version, it says activation. And in the French version, it said active. Well, according to the raw, when I put it in the AI translator, it says active period. So it turns out the French version was correct here, that it's active period. Because it says here, I'm going to read what it says here in the Spanish version, and then, or not the Spanish version, I'm sorry. I'm going to read what it says here in the Viz version, and then I'll read what it says in the Raw. They say the spurt stuff comes in waves instead of a smooth gradation. It's like a gradual climb with peaks and valleys. Now, what it says here in the Raw, it seems like there are waves during the active period, and rather than a simple gradation, it seems it climbs while repeating ups and downs. I'm going to say this. The gradual climb with peaks and valleys doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me at all. It's just the spurt stuff really bothers me. It's like, come the fuck on. It's straight up says active period. I fucking hate that they use spurts. It's so stupid. If the French localization can use active period, like, why can't you? Fizz, fucking retards. Oh, God. I've been keeping my flame out, so I know when another change is coming. Apparently, this is how it works. Apparently, that's how this works. Huh? What fire? Now you mean? Yeah. Right now, for real? No, we're not seeing fire on our end. Whoa! What? Wait, what? You guys can't see it on your screens? There's I fucking hate There's definitely something up with your eye, though. Maybe it just doesn't show up on camera? Like, you know how spinning propellers can look frozen in videos? Something, could have something to do with the camera's frame rate. Ooh, that's a good point. Maybe that fire just can't be caught on camera. Didn't expect this discovery. Ed, does it really matter? Yeah, no biggie. Shall we get this sesh started? Yeah, cut the chit-chat. So you're off from school for a while, Ruri? That's chit-chat. Well, got any plans to fill that time? Maybe video games all day? She better spend time studying after that tutoring I did. I'm gonna meet a dragon. What? Is that why? You're killing your mic. At long last, huh? Why are you wasting time on boring schoolwork? Dunno, it seemed like a smart move, I guess. Where's this gonna happen? Yeah, tell us. So Lucky, you gotta take some pics of the real thing for us. Obviously, that won't be allowed. I mean, I can ask. I want you to meet a dragon. Meet? Like, face to face? Yep, I'm hoping a real dragon can help get you through this active period. And that's what we're using. We're using what the Raw says, which is active period, not your bullshit spurts. At any rate, dragons are bound to know the ins and outs. And unlike human people, why did you put human people? Just say humans! Fizz, you fucking piss me off. Like, just make up your mind! Just say humans! And unlike humans, a dragon won't get hurt by a stray misfiring of your abilities. Makes sense. So you're telling me I have to power through this active period? If all goes well, maybe you'll learn a way to keep the symptoms in check going forward. And there's something else I'd like you to do. Oh, yeah? Have a chat with the dragon. Uh-huh. A chat about what? Beats me. For real? I haven't been filled in on the details, but apparently this dragon wants to talk with you, which represents a can't miss opportunity. Wait a sec. Why now? I mean, I get the logic, given what I'm going through now and how I'm determined to get through this and all that. Yet, what about when the horns grew in or any of the other stuff? That's a great question! Why wasn't the timing right back then? I'm not mad or anything. I do trust you, Sensei. I'm fine with canned response if you can't give me the truth. Sheesh. No, you're right. I'm sorry for never being forthcoming enough. The fact is, I was asked by none other than your father. Ooh, to have you meet a dragon once your abilities really started exploding forth. Wait, what? Huh? That was the deciding factor? Dragons have no desire to meet with humans in the first place, and no ordinary person can even get an audience with them. But for whatever reason, they're willing to now for you. I think I can understand why. Because Ruri, when she first started getting her powers, was still more human than dragon. But now that, like, all of this is, now that she's in her active period, that she's more dragon than human. So I can understand that. That makes sense. I realize you're still struggling to take it all in, and maybe that's part of why I was reluctant to throw you into the deep end of the fantastical. I really am sorry about that. Nah, I appreciate it. Know that this advice is coming not from your teacher, but from an expert. It's going to require quite a bit of resolve on your part. But I want you to take this meeting. Like I said, I'm determined to get through it, so sure, I'll meet this dragon. Really? Hold on, I forgot my phone. Oh, for the love of... I'm not waiting, catch up. Okay, phew. I gotta lock the door. Good luck, Ruri. So, now, this manga's gonna go on hiatus for a month, but I'm really... Minus the bullshit localization. Oh my god. I know why they did that final form shit. It's because of, they wanted to do the meme. But, like, dude, what the fuck, man? Like, seriously. Editors with over 200 years of experience, my fucking ass, Viz. I'm dead serious. I actually got, someone from Viz literally said that to me when I asked them about, quality control. Oh my god, I can't believe that shit. I still can't believe that they said that to me. I gotta start bitching at Kodansha about speaking of, I gotta start bitching at Kodansha for quality control, because their quality control is starting to go down the tubes too. Oh my god, some of their localizations are really getting bad. Oh my god, like it. Ugh. But anyway, I gotta start bitching at Hosono too. Oh my god, like this is just unacceptable. But that's beside the point. I'm really excited to see when we're getting the meeting with the dragon. Again, I'm glad that I double checked the raw to make sure I knew, to figure out what was going on. So it turns out the Spanish version was wrong and the French version was correct. That it's called active period. Not activation period. Not activation, even though you could make the argument that you could use that. But it is for sure called active period. So, there you go. But I do understand, and I'm curious what you guys think. Do you guys understand the logic that, the dragon logic of why, they waited for Rory's, active period to begin? And get a little bit out of control before meeting her. I do understand that, because they're a little bit skittish, probably. So it is understandable. The one thing I really still wish we would have gotten before this meeting is I really wish we still would have gotten to see like another hybrid dragon that went through an active period. But maybe we will get to see another dragon that went through their active period or is going through an active period. Because, like, I obviously, Ruri is not the only one. There's no way. There's no fucking way that Ruri is, like, the only hybrid dragon. No, it's kind of like, I'm going to compare it to, like, Percy Jackson, for example. It's like, Percy is, like, not the only, son of one of the big three gods. He's not. Like, we found out that there's children of Zeus. Zeus and Jupiter. That there's children of Hades and Pluto. They're not supposed to be. There's not supposed to be any more children of them because their children are extremely powerful, mind you. But yeah, they are out there. I mean, also, look at Fairy Tales, another great example of this. I mean, look at what we saw we found out, I'm spoiling 100 Years Quest, but you're going to have to deal with it. Look at what we found out with Ignia. We found out that Ignia has a half-breed son. Like, there's gotta be more hybrids out there. There has to be. There's gotta be more hybrids out there. I really hope we get to see some hybrids. Some other hybrids. Would I like to see Ruri have like have a sibling? Like a straight up sibling? I don't know if I'd like to see that. I'd like to see like other, kind of like as I was saying with Percy Jackson, where like another dragon had a kid. I'd like to see that kind of situation, even though the dragons aren't supposed to have kids. Like, I'd like to see that kind of thing. I think that would just be very interesting. But like, it would be like more so. But it would be, again, like with Ignia, though. Ignia, it's very interesting because Ignia supposedly hates humans. Like, he comes off as a god dragon that hates humans, but yet he had a kid with a human. That's why I'm like, it's kind of like a mixture of like Percy Jackson meets Fairy Tale in a way. That I kind of want to see that. But let me know what you guys think in the comments, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more RuriDragon content. A few ways you could do that: donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, Coffee, purchase something off our Amazon wishlist, all that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Until next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye!